Hey there, happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It is a very hot day here in Arkansas, very typical for us in the South this time of year. But I have a really good topic for you guys today. So I wanted to do a pop up live and talk about how to start getting clients, how to start getting clients, because for many of you, this has not been the case, and it has been very stressful for you. And you're trying to figure out, like, okay, Kamisha, what do I need to be doing? How do I start getting clients? And that's what I'm going to teach you about today. So, if you know that this is a topic that your colleagues need, or some friends, or anybody on your news feed, click the button, share it out to your news feed, and I will really appreciate that. Okay. So let me introduce myself before I jump in and start getting to the goods of why you're here and before I start teaching. So I'm Kamisha Brewer Dickerson. I am an LPC. I practice here in the state of Arkansas. I am a business coach for new therapists. So I teach new therapists how to set up, structure, and market their private practice without relying on directories or paid ads. And I teach you guys how to do that in just 60 days through an 8-week signature program called Private Practice Ready. I also serve established therapists who have kind of hit a plateau in their income where it's time to scale and it's time to start expanding, adding on additional services through a signature course or a product or a coaching program, expanding their speaking engagements, hiring a team, just getting some really solid systems and structures in place to help grow and scale the private practice. Um, I'm a speaker. I've spoken several times. I don't know the count. I know it's over 300 at this point. We'll have to tally it up for mid-year to see where we are. But I enjoy speaking, and it's been an amazing way for me to grow and scale my private practice. And I'm an author of the book Thought Life Confessions, and go ahead and put a teaser out here. I am working on my second book for new therapists. So y'all make sure y'all stay connected, get on my email list, continue to follow me on social media so I can tell you when that book release comes out. So this is our first time announcing it, but it is in the works and I'm really excited for the writing process. It's been really good. But I'm going to start sharing more information about that the closer we get to the launch date of the book. But I wanted to share that with y'all today. So, we're going to talk about how to start getting clients. And the number one thing I need y'all to know, I'm going to share with y'all some more tips, but to start off our time together and to start off our conversation together, I need you guys to understand that getting clients is a process, okay? And I know many of you don't want to hear the cliche, oh, just be patient, clients will come. It's the truth, though. Now, there are some things you can do to speed up the process, but at the end of the day, it is still a process. So, you need to get started getting clients, but the way you get started getting clients isn't directly with marketing. There's a lot of behind the scenes work that needs to happen. And some of the behind the scenes work that I'm referring to are things like getting your business registered, getting your business set up, getting your paperwork in place, getting your informed consent suite in place, getting clear on what type of practice you want to have, what type of people you want to serve, getting clear on what you offer that helps them, getting clear on your marketing paths and your avenues and branding and what that needs to look like as you're creating a presence online and offline. But even way before that, it's mindset. Mindset is a really big key to how you start the process of getting clients. And the reason mindset is so important, I'm going to go deeper into this on Monday night at the 3-day challenge. But mindset is so important because if your mindset is not in a good place and you're operating from a very fearful place, low confidence, low self esteem, it's going to be harder for you to get clients. I don't care what your license is, how much experience you have, if you're trauma trained, if you have all these extra advanced certifications, all of that is cool. But if mindset wise, you're showing up in a way that isn't appealing to a prospective client, which is a buyer, like they're going to be buying your services, if the way you show up isn't conducive to what they're looking for and you're not in alignment, they're not going to hire you as their therapist. And there's no way around that. So a lot of the work that I teach isn't about marketing. Like it is about marketing, but it's about the pre-work that you need to do before we start marketing. I'll get into that next week. So I wanted to share that. Like there's a process and then there's like a pre-process to the process. And a lot of that is mindset work and really working on yourself as the key to getting clients. Now, I know for many of y'all, it's dead summer right now and things are very slow. And if you haven't checked out the latest episode of my podcast, the CEO Clinician Podcast, it is podcast number 114. We just released it. So go check that out. And I'm teaching you how to navigate the slow seasons of summer, what to do, how to increase your income, how to maximize the time that you have in the summers. So check that out. But we're in it, dead summer. It's depending on what the schools are like in your area and what those district schedules are. We've got at least 2 full weeks before some schools start back. And the reason that school starting back is like a key marker is because that's when families get back on a normal routine. They're picking people up, they're dropping people off, they're going to work, they have practice, like it's back into the routine of family. So if you're serving anybody within the family, the parents or the children, or even extended family, the nannies, whoever's a part of their village, then people are going to be back on a routine, which means they're going to have more flexibility to come back to therapy services. It happens every year. But until we get there, we got to figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to get your bills paid, because I know the scramble for many of you and this emphasis on, okay, oh my goodness, how do I start getting clients? How do I start getting clients? Is because you have bills and you're not making enough at your agency, or you're ready to leave your agency because it's stressful and because it's toxic, but you're trying to figure out like, okay, but how do I do this? And I have bills. So number one key that I'm going to teach you for today on how to start getting clients is to, number one, you need to stop acting desperate. And I know that may be harsh and that may be hard to hear, but it is the absolute truth. You have to stop acting desperate. So just take a deep breath and chill, relax, take the pressure off of your practice, take the pressure off of yourself. You need to stop scrambling and stop hustling. I'm an old school entrepreneur, so I enjoy the grit and the grind and the hustle of a startup, getting it structured, getting everything in place, growing, scaling, seeing the growth, going from, one tax bracket to the next. Like I love that kind of stuff, but at certain points you got to stop scrambling and you have to stop hustling. And so if you're trying to start getting clients, you have to stop being so desperate, because you're bringing desperation energy into your private practice, and your prospective clients, they feel that. They can feel your energy on your site. They can feel your energy on your directories. If you're using those, Psychology Today, Therapy for Black Girls, Doc, Therapy Den, it doesn't matter, but people can feel your energy through the page, and they can tell whether or not you're like desperate and you're just trying to help everybody. Like whoever has a heartbeat, yeah, cool, I can see him for therapy. We got to stop being desperate, okay? And the reason I really, really stress for therapists to stop bringing desperation energy into their private practice is because when you're scrambling and you're in hustle mode and you're moving really fast, that's when you start making mistakes. And those of you that have been a part of our email community for a while, we were sending out newsletters about some of the really costly mistakes I made when I first started my private practice. I'm not going to tell you my business, but if you come to the challenge, I'll share more of it and I'll let you guys ask me questions next week. But when you're bringing that kind of energy, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to be moving fast. And when you're just starting your practice and you're making mistakes, you are going to put yourself at risk. You're going to put your license at risk. You're going to put your clients at risk. So I need you to slow down. I know you need the money. I know you need clients, but you have to stop acting desperate, because desperate energy is not something that prospective clients are attracted to. And if they're not attracted, they're going to find another therapist who seems a little bit more settled, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more confident, because that gives them confidence in your skill set, because people can feed off the energy. So, number one, stop acting desperate. Number two, stop viewing your prospective clients as dollar signs. Okay. These are people. Please don't ever lose sight of that. Please don't ever lose sight of the fact that the people we serve through private practice and the people we serve through our mental health services, they are human beings. This is someone's daughter. This is someone's son. This is someone's family member. This is someone's loved one. This is someone who's experienced trauma. They've experienced pain. They are not dollar signs. They are not solutions to your financial difficulties that you are having at home or in your business. So we have to continue to see people as human beings because that's what this is. This is an exchange for service. And so remember, people are not an answer to your problems. Your clinical skill set is actually the solution to the pain that they're experiencing for whatever difficulty they're facing. People don't come to therapy for fun, right? They come to therapy because something has happened recently or even in the past and they've never really been able to work through it. They're having difficulty processing or moving on. It's affecting their relationships, it's affecting their social life, it's affecting the way they show up at work and at school. Like there's some areas of impairment, so they're coming to you for help with the impairment. So you need to stop looking at them like, ooh, this person whose name is, let me pick a random name, Sarah is an answer to me being able to pay my car insurance this month. Really? Like that's how you see Sarah, for real? How dare you? Stop doing it. Okay. So stop seeing people as the answer to your financial difficulty. Now, I'm a businesswoman. I love numbers. I love what I do. I love being able to give the money that I have made in my business an assignment and a home. But you do all of that after you've helped them, after you've provided the service, after you have been able to retain them, meaning their first few sessions went well and they want to continue to work for you. Then you're still not viewing the person as a dollar sign, but you're viewing the income that is now present in the account as something you can use to advance your career or to grow your business or to get out of debt, to put your children in a better school. That's when you can start to do other things once the money is in the account and things are off the ground and running smoothly for you. But when you're first starting out, you have to stop seeing people as dollar signs, okay? And that's a really huge key component to how you start this process of getting clients. Stop acting desperate. Number two, stop seeing people as dollar signs. And for this last one, you need to meet me at the challenge. I'll give you a little bit, but I'm going to tell you why you need to meet me at the challenge on Monday night to get the rest of this. So, whenever I do these 3-day challenges, it's to help new therapists start getting clients. It's to help you guys start the process. It's to help you with a jump start because I know I've been doing this for a long time now. And even before I was doing business coaching for just therapists, I was doing business coaching for general entrepreneurs, period. So, a lot of them were in a lot of different industries and they had startups and it was the same thing. It was mindset blocks. It was fear. What if it doesn't work? What if I don't get support? What if my family doesn't care about me? Like all the things. What if I have to go back to my job? Like some of those things are still very much consistent across the board. But I do these 3-day challenges to help new therapists to get a jump start. Y'all have been thinking about doing a private practice for like the last 6 months or at least the last year. And you sit there, you think about it, you daydream about it, you have all these big plans. Well, next year I'm gonna do this and next year I'm gonna do that. And if last year you said next year you were going to do it, it's already July. So we got to figure out what you're doing, what you're waiting on. It's not going to get easier. There are more and more therapists coming to the field. There's a lot of therapists leaving, but honestly, if you hate what you do, then it's time for you to leave. We don't want you to be in the field and you hate providing the therapy services that you're providing and you hate interacting with clients. Like it is time for you to leave if that's how you feel. But there's a lot of newbies coming out of these graduate counseling programs and graduate social work programs, marriage and family therapists programs, and they are excited to be in the field. So it's not that the market is saturated, but it just means you need to get to work if you're going to continue to sit on the sidelines because there's probably some people in your area who would love to do what you do. And there's just a lot of more opportunities for people to be able to serve with you and to support you, but we can't help you if you're still on the sidelines. So I do these challenges to help you get unstuck, to help you to stop overthinking this entire process, to help you normalize your experience of feeling afraid and feeling like you don't know what you're doing because you really don't. Let's be honest, they didn't teach us business classes in grad school. Nobody knows what we're doing. But I do the challenge so I can take you deeper and take you behind the scenes and help you get ready and help you to have some clarity and some reassurance that you're on the right track if you're on the right track. But there's also people who come to the challenge and they're like, Kamish, you know what? This ain't for me. If this is what it takes to be successful in private practice, this is not what I want. And that's also very beneficial for me and for you because if you discover early that this isn't what you want, you can make other career decisions, right? The reason a lot of us went to graduate school in the first place was so we could have options and figure out what we wanted to do. So the challenge is a great way for you to get a jump start. So let me give you a breakdown of what I'm going to be teaching next week at the challenge. So Monday is when we start, Monday evening, 6 o'clock Central Time. On Monday, I'm going to be teaching you about mindset. I'm going to be teaching you what you need to do to work through imposter syndrome and your negative core beliefs about yourself, how to become solution focused, how to stop making excuses for yourself for why you're continuing to play small. That's night one. And that's also how we start to get you clients. Night two, we're going to talk about money. I love talking about money. I love talking about money mindset and helping new therapists to develop a healthy relationship with their money. And I'm going to teach you some keys to being compensated, which is really like the intro to marketing, which is also how to start getting clients, right? So I'm teaching you the intro to marketing, the key to your compensation, getting really clear on who you are, what you do, who you serve, and how you help them, getting you your I help statement down, your value proposition statement, so that you can add it to your marketing materials, online, offline, in person, business cards. I don't care where you want to put them, but we got to get you clear so you can figure out what your next steps need to be. Night three, I'm taking you deeper into marketing and branding and storytelling and learning how to speak to your ideal clients, learning how to leverage your own story and your personal experience to help you to start getting clients. Okay. So I'm a businesswoman, but I'm a heartfelt businesswoman. So I teach new therapists and established therapists like storytelling and heartfelt marketing because people are attracted to that. I know everything isn't always about glitz and glam and shiny object syndrome stuff, but sometimes people are like, so what's your story? Why are you doing this? Why did you decide to become a therapist? Like those things matter, and putting you in positions to where you can tell your story and sell your services on the back end of that. That's coaching. I can teach you that later, but we're going to start those conversations next week on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, I'm doing a bonus training. I have never done this before. We've done these 3-day challenge cycles. I don't know what cycle number we're on, but I have it documented in my notes. But for this launch, but this is going to be a brand new training. I'm going to be teaching you on Thursday night how to be creative and not just clinical. It's okay for you to be an out of the box therapist. It's okay for you to not do therapy the way other people have always done therapy. It's okay for you to challenge some of the systematic and let me choose my words here. Social injustices and old school outdated approaches to treatment that are involving insurance and pharmaceutical companies, education, different kind of institutions. Like it's okay to challenge those things and meet the needs of the people that you serve. Okay. And so for many of you that signed up to advocate for that, like that's all your jam and that's your wheelhouse. So we're going to talk about how to be creative, still ethical. Of course, I'm not teaching you how to rock the boat completely and flip it over, but sometimes we do have to use our voice and be creative in the mental health field. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for a bonus training. And Thursday is going to be a really good night because you guys get to bring me all of your questions from the week. You get to meet me. I'm going to coach you. We're doing spotlight coaching, which means if you got a situation about getting clients, I get to help you and tell you what to do. And then after that, after the week is over, some of you are going to make a decision that, yes, you want to work with me. You're going to make a decision that you want me to be your coach. You want me to help you get your practice built in 60 days because you're tired of wasting time. You're tired of wasting energy and you want results. And if you've been on my website, cbrewerconsulting.com/coaching, you've read the screenshots, you've read the testimonials about the other therapists that I've already helped, you've watched the success story videos, and you've already made a decision. I'm going to be on Cameisha's website. I'm going to be one of these therapists that has gotten their practice off the ground. I'm going to be someone that is an inspiration to another new therapist so I can tell them, look, if I can do it, you can do it too. And Cameisha was super helpful. Some of you have already decided that you're going to be that person by the end of next week. And I'm excited to work with y'all. But even if you don't know if you want to work with me or not, come to the challenge anyway. It's going to be helpful. It doesn't hurt you to come and to be coachable and to learn. And the big thing is the networking and the referrals. I have a Facebook community called the CEO Clinician Community. It is not a wide open group, okay? Meaning like whoever wants to get in there can. Like we do ask you some questions because I want to know where you're at in your practice and how I can help you and how I can serve you. But the therapists that are in the group, we send each other referrals. We go to coffee dates together. If there's some referrals that come across my desk that are not a good fit, if I know what you do and who you are and who you serve in the state you practice in, I can send you those referrals. So next week, we're going to be doing mass referral exchanges in the Facebook group to help you guys to start getting clients. So if any of this sounds helpful, the things that I've taught you about how to stop acting desperate, how to stop viewing your prospective clients as dollar signs, and about the 3-day challenge that will also help you to start getting clients. If this sounds good, click the link below, grab your spot, and I'll see you next week. Starting on Monday night, you guys will get access to the portal on Sunday to help you start introducing yourself, making connections, start doing referral exchanges. You need visibility. And if people don't know who you are, what you do, and who you help and how you help them, we can't send you referrals. So let's get started and let's start getting you clients. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you guys soon.